Breaking news coming out of the NBA. LeBron James is going to miss at least the next 2 weeks and will then be reevaluated afterward. That's the latest from our NBA insider, Bill Reiter. LeBron apparently injured his right foot in Sunday's comeback win over the Mavs. The Lakers are in Memphis tonight to play the Grizzlies. They come into that game just a half game back of the final play-in spot in the West, and they've won 4 of their last 5 games. We mentioned Bill Reiter, and now we bring in our NBA insider, Mr. Reiter. Bill, what are you hearing about the latest surrounding LeBron and his injury?
Zach, it's not good news. As you noted, it's going to be at least 2 weeks. There will be a reevaluation, maybe a second option on top of the reevaluation in 2 weeks. And talking to Lakers officials, while in one breath they will stress that it's LeBron James, and in one of their words, he's an alien and he can play through pain most players can't, there remains a concern that he could miss sizable time after this 2 weeks, up to and maybe including the remainder of the season. It's 21 games. They don't know if he'll be out the entirety of that time, but it's certainly a concern here in Los Angeles with that Lakers organization as we wait out this 2 week period and see where LeBron James is after that. Yeah, you see a look at the upcoming schedule. When you look at it, aside from those matchups with the Grizzlies this week and then next week, certainly a winnable schedule. They had the 5th easiest strength of schedule remaining for their final 21 games, but now they look to at least be without LeBron for 2 weeks at least. How do they replace him? What can they do? They've been awful offensively without him. What can these new look Lakers do? Yeah, I think the short answer is, Zach, not very much. The reality is, and one Lakers source acknowledged, if you don't have LeBron James for a big chunk of the rest of the season, the Lakers aren't going anywhere. They're currently, I think half a game out of the play-in picture, 2.5 games out of that 6th spot, but there's several teams between them and that kind of safety. Now, if you have to play without him, you hope Anthony Davis can remain durable and play at a top 10 player level. We've seen that for some stretches over the course of the season. Some of the additions that were added, and obviously LeBron was part of this mix, but the guys that came in at the trade deadline, D'Angelo Russell in particular, have been a really good automatic fit with the Lakers. You want that offense to improve. I mean, there's a lot of things you can try to do, and I think it starts and ends with Anthony Davis. But, Zach, if LeBron James isn't healthy, even in private, Lakers folks will tell you this season is dire if he's not around. Is there any hope potentially that when they get D'Angelo Russell back, that this new look Lakers squad that had looked impressive coming out of the break and since acquiring those new players via trade, that they can somehow just find a way to get into the top 10 and then maybe LeBron comes back in time for the playoffs? So this is the unfair nature of bad luck in the NBA. I mean, the same people that I was talking to last night and this morning in and around this Lakers organization about the bad news with LeBron were saying to me, and I'm sure other people around the NBA, a day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, we're going to be great. We're going to get in rhythm. If we just get in the play-in because we've got LeBron and the way AD's playing and these new pieces, we've got a real chance. So certainly I'll tell you that I don't buy that, and many people around the NBA still didn't think the Lakers were good enough. But it was a different view within that Staples Center reality. The Lakers officials thought if they could just stay healthy, and obviously they're not now with the LeBron James news, get and stay healthy, they believed that if they could win a couple of those play-in games, they could compete with anybody in the NBA. I'm not sure I buy that, but that optimism that was a real thing for the Lakers has gone out the window in the last 24 hours.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.